Hello, everyone. This is Fabienne. Thanks for joining us today. I am with Lucy Joerin, who is a woman in business who has decided to leverage her business. And she is here to share her journey on the way to seven figures with us. Lucy, hello.
Hi,
Welcome.
happy to be here, Fabian.
Please, yeah, we're happy to have you here. Please share with everyone who's listening, what is your business? Once you describe that, when we met about 18 months ago, where were you in your business in the sense of what were you experiencing? What were your challenges? Anything that you're willing to share for those
Mhm.
who might be in that same position right now?
So I co-own with my husband and run a luxury boutique estate agency in Oxfordshire in the beautiful Cotswolds in England. And we set it up together 6 years ago. I had run a marketing agency for several years before, and Michael was in a corporate career, desperate to get out. And we'd always loved property, so we decided with more faith than experience that
I get that.
that we could set up a our luxury property business. And
Mm,
we decided we would only sell homes that were 700,000 to a million plus, and only unique homes. So we set up to be very bespoke and deal with a very specific kind of client.
mm.
Where I was 18 months ago, we had some good success, but like many people setting up on their own, we were doing everything. So I was mainly doing the marketing, and Michael was doing the sales. But in between, there's obviously everything you need to do.
What was some of that? Was it hiring, or were you not hiring back
Uh,
then?
we we were
Paperwork.
Yes, paperwork, admin, um, all the viewings, all the negotiations for the sales, all the marketing for the business, all the social media. I mean, we would do we would go I'd go to evaluation for a £2 million home, and then I would come to do a photo shoot on another home, and I would be with my rubber gloves on cleaning their kitchen.
Wow.
And Mike could be vacuuming. So we were literally one stop shop. And whilst we enjoyed it at the beginning, um, the challenges that we faced were there was no time left to grow the business because we were so
Mm,
busy doing everything.
yeah.
And we also had no life outside of work.
What did that look like? Did you work on evenings?
Oh,
Did you work on
evenings,
weekends?
weekends, most weekends, and then clients would want, we made ourselves very available to our clients, so our clients would want to talk to us in the evenings when they got home from work. So we would be negotiating deals into the evening, and then we would be doing viewings on the weekend, and then on a Sunday I'd be catching up with all the admin that I couldn't do. So, and we actually set ourselves up in that, in hindsight, we set ourselves up as, oh, we're going to be available to our clients whenever they need us 24/7. And I didn't realize until I started working with you, Fabian, that actually you can do that, but in a leveraged way that doesn't mean that you have to be constantly on the other end of the phone. But we realized, so about 18 months ago when I joined Bold Heart, we were in the position where we were stuck at six figures. We were making good six-figure turnover, but we had no life. And one of
Did
the
it
reasons,
feel like it was going to be sustainable? Like, did you and
no,
Michael say, yay, we're happy to do this for the next 10, 15 years?
no, it's very quickly went from, we set this business up so we could control our own lives and be in control of our own time, to, hang on a minute, we have created a monster and we
Yeah.
are trapped. And we have not had a vacation with our kids. I actually get emotional talking about it
Mm,
because
yeah.
I think the crunch point came just before I started with Bold Heart, and we were on vacation again, and we were working. And we're lucky enough that my parents own a beautiful house in Portugal. And we had actually, the madness of it was that we'd set up an office in this home that was our vacation home. And every day of the vacation, we would wake up, sit down and work in the mornings. And the kids would be saying, Mom, Dad, can we come play in the pool? And it would be, just a minute, I've just got to finish this email. And so there was no way we can grow from there.
Have you ever heard me talk about, I say that all the time, and whenever I speak in front of audiences about leveraging a business, and they say, well, how do I know when I'm ready to leverage my business? And I say, when you feel guilty, yet again saying, one more email and mommy will be right there.
Oh, awful.
It's
It's
horrible.
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And then you think, part of the reason for setting up on a business myself was so that I would have the choice to watch my kids grow. My parents were my fabulous parents. But my dad was a surgeon. I never saw him. And my mum worked very hard as a career coach. But again, I wouldn't see her on the same level that I wanted to be there for my own children. And so you end up resenting your business because you think, oh, this is taking me away from the life that I want to have.
This is so normal. As you know, I've worked with tens of thousands of women over the last 22 plus years. And there's always this tug and pull of, I feel so guilty or I am resentful of this business, the one that I want to grow, the one that I thought was going to give me the freedom and the fulfillment as opposed to working for somebody else. And so many question at this point where you were 18 months ago of like, is this actually worth it? I am working, I don't know if this was the case for you, but this was what happened to me in my business 15 plus years ago. I see women working ungodly hours, many more hours than they would ever agree to work for anyone else, underpaying themselves. Imagine if you had a job that where you you worked like 14 hours a day, you were underpaid, and your boss was saying that every day of your vacation you would have to work. We would think that's maddening.
Who would take that job?
Nobody. And so 18, go ahead.
The worst part of it was that the way we set up the business for tax reasons in the UK is you don't pay yourself a salary, you pay yourself a very, very low salary, and then you take dividends from the profit.
Yeah.
So you'd work all these hours and then I'd be taking home £700 a month. And it was so depressing. And then the profit, the business, you think you can always find somewhere else to put the money back into the business, so you never actually see it. So I'm thinking I was probably paying myself about £3.50 an hour. Definitely under minimum wage, that's for sure.
Definitely. So you came across me and what I teach about leverage and the message of you can actually scale your business and grow to multiple 6 and 7 figures while doing less, while working less, taking 14 weeks of vacation a year. What is it that made you say, yeah, I actually think this makes sense for us to tap into this resource? What did you hear? What did you see that said, we're going to do this. We're going to invest in ourselves and our future?
I saw you speak at Expert Empires. It was the virtual one. So, and just what you said, exactly what you just said, really resonated with me, because I was at that point where I was like, well, look, I want to grow, but I'm actually feeling resentful. And if there is a way that we can grow without me losing even more of my life,
insanity,
and hating, and I'm sure you said something that resonated, something about you can grow to 6 figures and get your life back, and it was the get your life back thing that
more
really,
than the growing, right?
More than the money at that point. And then I joined, and it's the strongest piece for me is the unapologetically earning great money, but also having your life, your time, your precious time to spend how you want. So
Yeah.
you can have it. You really can have it all.
Yeah, I have chills. I don't know if you can see
Yeah.
in camera. I have chills because I talk about this all the time, especially for women. Women have been, I don't know if that was the case for you, but I feel like we are reared to put the needs of others before our own, especially as mothers, and we're expected to say yes to everything, and that is on our to-do list before, and we're not even on our to-do list.
Mm-hmm.
And when we can shift the mindset, because we have a mindset first methodology here,
Mm-hmm.
shift the mindset with the idea that we can have it all, whatever all means to us, and it's different, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the idea that we can have a business that is very profitable, where we only do what we like,
Yes.
that's our unique brilliance, and we pay ourselves well, and we have time to spend with our children, and we have time to take unplugged vacations. This whole idea of having it all can be a little either a surprise or very confronting for women at first. But when it's for me, I see it as self-love in action.
And I always say that I have a little voice in my head that comes from you, which is this is a demonstration of self-love.
Yeah,
You're putting yourself first because you love yourself enough to put yourself first.
yeah.
And I have to let you into a confession. The first 6 months I was working with you, I didn't tell my husband
Oh, I won't tell him either.
because I was spending the money on
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
And that's a really example of me not putting myself first. And then after a few months working, I was, this is crazy. This is Lucy. This is crazy.
You
And
need to tell him.
actually, it was after those first few months that I really, I said to my husband, I'm doing this,
Yeah.
and he was like, great. I'm really happy for you. It's brilliant. Um, but it was that kind of, is it okay to spend money on me? And
Right, to spend money on ourselves, to spend money on our bigger future,
Mhm.
to put our needs first, and also to get super clear on, you know what, I get to get my needs met. And if my
Yep.
needs are, I need strategy, I need accountability, I
Mhm.
need a community of other women at six figures who are also on the path. I need a mentor who has been there, who can tell me what to do
Mhm.
this, not that. That is how we get our needs met.
Mhm.
Lucy, what have you been able to create in the last 18
Uh,
months? What have you been able to create? What have you been able to leverage? Please share as an inspiration to those who question whether they can actually stay in their own business any longer.
One of our dreams for the business was to take the model and franchise it. Uh, and I always thought that was 10 years away. And we have signed 2 franchisees who have
Wow.
paid us a 5-figure sum to join us and are also selling beautiful properties. So we are now starting to get passive income,
Wow.
which is incredible.
Passive
And
income without it's like getting paid. You set it and forget it and you sell it. Amazing.
and the only thing I have to do with them is what I love to do with them, which is coach them how to run their own property business. And that's what I absolutely love to do. So I'm doing what I love and I'm I'm making money and I don't have to get involved in that minutiae of their
It's
day-to-day, the doing part.
I'm thinking about it. So we always talk about leverage your business model. That's one of the things we talk in year. We spent 2 full days
Yeah.
on this in year one
Hmm.
about how can I serve many more people, or how can I pay myself more without working more.
Hmm.
And at first, people think, oh, that's there's this whole what do we call that, like working hard mentality,
Yeah.
and instead to have you be doing the thing that you love, which is
Hmm.
coaching and teaching,
Hmm.
and to making 5 figures doing it. You're working less than you would if you were, putting your cleaning gloves on and having Michael vacuum while you're
Yep.
showing property.
Yeah.
It's a dream come true, and it's happened so quickly.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, it just happened. And then it happened again. So we originally thought, well, maybe in 10 years we'll have 5 franchisees. And then we had one, and then one more, boom. And then another one, boom, is we're talking to now. And we're like, my goodness, it's happening. But going back to leverage your business model, the key thing that we put in place that I learned from you is systems for everything. So now we have our business. It's taken all out of here, where it used to
Yes.
be chaotically organized in here. So nobody else
Yeah.
could help me because nobody else knew what to do. Now we have systems for every single thing we do in our business. So somebody can come into the office when there's no one here. They've never been in the office, and they opened up our systems. They'd know what to do. And that has been a game changer.
So let me ask you this. So you're now you have the ability to work less and make more.
Well,
And we're in the middle of your journey right now,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
so and I'd love to check in another year or so and see what Lucy and Michael have created. But what's possible for you? Understanding that you're going to leverage your team even further, you're going to leverage systems even further, you're going to use your time to make more while working less, you're changing your business model, etc. What's possible in the next 18 months or even 3 years? Like, are you on the path to 7 figures?
We're nearly there. We're nearly
You're
there.
near.
So we were at two 250 turnover when I joined. Um, Last year we did 460, and this year we're on track to do 700.
Oh my
So
God.
the millions within by the end of 2024, for sure,
Yeah.
for
Again,
sure.
I have chills. I have chills.
Doing less work, and now I only work 4 days a week.
Yeah. You work 4 days a week? Let me ask you this: how are your children responding to these changes
Oh,
that you're both
they love
making?
it. They love it. It's amazing. We went on vacation last July, and we just had the most amazing vacation. And I didn't turn my phone on. I didn't
Oh
check
my God.
email. The team took care of everything while I was away. And when I came back, they'd booked new client appointments for me, and they'd gone out and won new instruction, new business. I didn't even have to do that. So we came back, and the business was functioning. Whereas 2 years ago, we'd come back from vacation, and you'd have that heart sink moment, and you'd think, "Oh, what's waiting for me when I get back? What disaster am I going to have to clean up?" Um, but it was like we'd never been away. In fact, it's almost better when I'm not here sometimes, because the team can just get on with what they need to get on with without me being the bottleneck.
I think this is so incredibly inspirational. I talk about this all day long, because I've seen so many thousands of women leverage their business in this way. But it's so important for someone to hear it from you
Mm.
and to hear what your angle and what has been around this, and how you've used this concept of leverage. In the minute or two that we have left in our time together today, what is it? Is there an aspect of the program that works best for you? Is it the strategies? Is it the coaching? Is it the community, the accountability, the focus on implementation? What is it that has helped you in such a short period of time?
Mm.
grow your income, your revenues, and your downtime
Mm.
so dramatically? Which aspect of the program do you
I
use the
love
most?
the activators. They're absolute. I mean, 2 days, you come away just feeling so energized and just full of. For me, it's the community as well. Has helped me develop that self-belief. I've never been in a community of people who are so supportive, lovingly will push you and keep you accountable in a loving way. And everybody, just to be in a community where everybody has your back and wants the best for you. I have never experienced anything like it.
Especially for women, we give so much to others that we don't always receive all the love and support
Mm-hmm.
around our business that we wish we had. And
Mm-hmm.
to be true peers who can, I know that some people will be like, really? You're using the word love, but like
Oh,
peers who will love you to success,
yeah.
it's
It's not. There's
amazing.
nothing like it. So what's great is there's all the practical aspects of how to leverage your business, how to put the systems in place, how to do everything, which you can come back to time and time again. And then when you want the really big inspiration, the activator days will just rocket. It's like a rocket launch.
Yeah, it's like
It's
rocket fuel.
it is like
Absolutely.
rocket fuel. Loving rocket fuel.
Yeah. Lucy, I am watching this space. I
Yeah,
am so happy that we're soon going to celebrate seven figures in so little
I
time.
get chills.
Yeah, amazing.
I actually believe it's possible now, whereas I
Yeah,
didn't before. But I do believe, and it's just within reach.
it's just within reach. Mm.
So
So
talk to me
very
next
proud
time. I'll
for
be
you
on the
both.
beach in Barbados.
I love it. Thank you so much for your inspiring share
You're
today, your
welcome.
experience share that's going to really be a food for thought and food for the soul for the women who are listening today.
And thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thank you
much.
for being such an inspiration, an amazing human being. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks, Lucy.